this is the aftermath of Midb's brothers and army invading Equestria? My gosh. Even though I was able to foresee this invasion, the aftermath of it was even worse than I thought. But as much as I feel bad for what has happened to Equestria while Midb was invading my kingdom, there are other issues I must take care of now. I must find a father figure and babysitter for my daughter while I am here. I just hope that Princess Celestia and Princess Luna won't spot me after what happened. My goodness. This was one heck of a walk. I knew this task was difficult, but I need to find a babysitter for my daughter soon. I hope someone here will be willing to help me. I can't ask my minions to babysit my daughter since most of them have families to take care of, and I don't want them neglecting their families just to take care of my daughter. Someone, please help me out here.
Hello there, ma'am. What are you doing here all alone? Do you need assistance with something?
Who said that?
I said that. Greetings, whoever you are.
Who are you, sir? I don't think I've ever seen you around in Equestria before.
My name is Azure. What about you?
My name is Coral Spite. So, why have you decided to approach me, Azure?
Coral, I overheard you monologuing about you struggling to find a babysitter for your daughter. I was wondering if you would accept my offer to help you take care of her.
What you are saying about me wanting help in taking care of my daughter is indeed true. But what makes you think that I will trust you to take care of her? How do I know that you are not going to make her become evil?
Because before Equestria got invaded by some monsters, I lived in a sand village in Equestria and had decades of babysitting experience. But when those monsters invaded Equestria and destroyed my home village, I became homeless, and I don't have enough money to get myself a new home.
At this point, I would feel bad that you lost your home during the invasion. But the most important question is, did those monsters happen to mention Midb by any chance?
Now that you mentioned it, while my village was getting destroyed, I do recall one of those monsters saying that Midb gave them an order to invade Equestria. Why do you ask? Do you happen to know Midb or any of those monsters that invaded Equestria?
I'd hate to say this, but I do know Midb and his army. However, I'd rather talk about my experience with them some other time. What's important right now is since you were homeless and had decades of babysitting experience, I'll gladly give you a new home, and you do not need to pay anything.
Thank you, Coral. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Here we are, Azure. This is my home and castle. I didn't tell you this, but I am the queen and ruler of Balacuria. Since you told me you are homeless, you can live here.
Well, I must say, this looks like a very nice castle. And you are a queen and ruler of the kingdom you transported me to? No wonder why you have that crown on your head. Thank you so much for your generosity, your majesty. Although this is my first time being outside Equestria, I really needed a place to live after my home was destroyed. Anyways, you want me to babysit your daughter, right? Where is she?
Follow me. My daughter is in another room. There she is, Azure. That baby who is sleeping on the baby cot is my daughter. Her name is Serene Basil. I hope you will enjoy babysitting my daughter and treating her well.
That baby pony looks so cute. I'm sure she will be a great princess. But I have a few questions I need to ask you, your majesty.
Fine, Azure. What are you so curious about?
First off, where is the father of this baby? I know you are the mother, but who and where is Serene's biological father? And for the second question, you could try to get someone in your kingdom to babysit your daughter, but you went to go to Equestria to find a babysitter for her. Why is that?
I said that I would eventually talk about my history with Mid-B, so there's no point hiding the truth. I'd hate to say this, but Mid-B is the father of my daughter.
Wait, what? Mid-B is your husband and Serene's father. But he was the one who sent those monsters to attack Equestria, destroy my home village, and capture many residents.
That may be true. However, Mid-B is no longer my husband. I divorced him. When he invaded my kingdom, I engaged in a battle with him and put up a fight against him. However, I lost the battle, and Mid-B forced me to marry him, or else he would kill me and wipe out everyone and everything I ever cared about. Even though I stood up against him multiple times, Mid-B and his brothers have continuously abused me and his minions throughout our entire marriage. When my daughter was born, I was worried that Mid-B would corrupt her into becoming an evil villain, so I divorced him and took my daughter with me. And he was fine with it. And as for why I went to Equestria to find a babysitter for my daughter, after Mid-B told me that he sent his entire army to invade Equestria, although many of my residents and I were enslaved, I thought Equestria would suffer worse than my kingdom because of how many were sent there to invade the kingdom. When I went to Equestria a few hours ago and saw lots of destruction, it turns out that I was right about the kingdom suffering a bit more than when my kingdom was invaded. It was either I give a foreign homeless pony a home and care for them, or I leave them to suffer just so that I could care for my own kingdom. You already know the decision I made. I needed to find a babysitter for my daughter because being the queen and ruler of Bala Curia and a single mother to my child at the same time is much harder than I thought, and I don't want Serene Basil to hear and find out that Mid-B is her father. So, Azure, can you please take care of her and tell her that you are her father?
Quarrel, I feel bad for everything you went through. It's sweet that you care about other kingdoms than just your own and want to prevent your daughter from being evil. From what you told me, Serene's biological father is very evil, and you don't want her to find out about her biological father and get corrupted into being evil when she grows up. Such stories about baby princesses being corrupted into becoming evil are concerning to me, so I'll help take care of your daughter and tell her that I am her father.
Wow. You really mean it?
Yes, I do. Babysitting children and treating them well brought back good memories and made me happy, so I'll be willing to babysit your daughter and act as her father.
Thank you so much, Azure. You don't know how much this means to me.
Don't mention it, Your Majesty. Go now. Your minions may be waiting for their queen or someone else to feed them. Your kingdom needs you. Now, I'll be babysitting the princess. I've got to say, this baby pony looks so adorable. I hope she will grow into becoming something great in the future. As for the queen, her generosity and care for others has attracted me. Maybe if I live here for a long time, I can get an opportunity to get closer to her and become a father.
Mid-B, the preparations for the second invasion of Bala Curia are finished. All of us are ready for war once again.
It's about damn time we invade that pathetic kingdom once again. I've been waiting for this moment ever since Quarrel's spy betrayed the Mid-B army and left the Empire. And she thinks she can marry someone else and expect to not experience more trauma in the future. She's about to have another thing coming. I'm opening up a portal for us. The time for war has begun.
Queen quarrel. King Azure, Mid-B and his entire army have declared war on us. Mid-B, 8 of his brothers, and Grog are in the castle right now, while the rest are elsewhere.
Then we have no choice but to fight once again. Let's give them everything we've got.